Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to an update in the Chop to the Top series. You will notice behind me, maybe, that there isn't, in fact, a Nissan 350Z sitting here anymore. So yes, I have sold the 350. Now, it was a bit of an ordeal. As you know, I've had the car advertised for a little while now, but here's the thing. I had a very detailed description, but I couldn't identify the turbo kit on it. I didn't know what it was. As you guys know, I bought this car from a dealer who didn't know what he had. So of course he was no help in identifying a turbo. But what I did manage to do was track down the original owner of the car. Really nice guy, happy to help. Unfortunately though, he didn't know the turbo kit either. He sent the car out to have the work done. So he wasn't sure what the turbo kit was. He knew roughly how much it cost, but that was about it. So I was none the wiser. Now, we're in tough times at the moment, as of course I'm sure you know. I had to change stance, as you often do in the car business. My very detailed description, minus the turbo kit, wasn't going to cut it. So rather than giving a very detailed description of the car, what I did was create a new description, a bare bones description. It gave the state of fact of what the car was, the mileage, the ownership history, the condition it was in, how it drove, etc. Obviously I mentioned it had the turbo kit on it, but I couldn't give too many more details. Now, the other thing I did different, I took the car off the main advertising portals that I normally use, and instead I went directly to a Performance Jap Car Facebook page. I advertised the car on there. I advertised the car at £6,500, which in my opinion was cheap for a 350Z turbo, but it was also going to show me a decent amount of profit. Lots and lots of comments on the listing as you get on Facebook. 99% of it is tripe. Of course, ignore those people. Anyone who's going to sort of comment and criticize on something like that, generally speaking, doesn't have the means to proceed with a purchase anyway. Ignored those and waited for the right buyer to come to me. I had several messages through Facebook, a couple of which saying things like, "You've underpriced it, why is it so cheap, what's the history?" I gave everyone the full picture and said, you know, it's cheap because it's priced to sell. I can't tell you what the turbo kit is, but the car drives fantastic, it's got a fresh MOT on it, etc. Come and see it for yourself, make sure you're happy with it, and I'm not joking. This is where calling people's bluff sort of comes into action. A lot of people want to ask questions, they don't want to come and see the car. Anyway, kept receiving messages. Until I got a message from one guy, a very genuine sounding guy. He sounded like he knew his stuff, knows 350Zs in and out. He asked the right questions, same as everyone else. I was straight with him, told him I didn't know about the turbo kit, but if he wanted to come and have a look, he was welcome to. Now, this guy was many hundreds of miles away from me. He was a long way. I'm in the south of the UK, he was up in the north. I think he was probably about 4 hours from me or something like that, so a long way. So what we did, I put the car on my ramp, which you can see over my shoulder there. I took the underside protection off the car, and I took a series of photographs and several videos of the underside and where you can see the turbo. Now, this guy obviously knew his stuff. I sent him all the footage that I created, and he said to me, I understand what the kit is, I know what's on it, is there anything else you can tell me? Gave him all the information he needed, and he seemed happy, so that was great. He was happy enough with what I showed him that he paid a deposit remotely by bank transfer there and then, which is great. I took the car off from sale, and we arranged for him to come and collect it about a week later. He was happy with everything. We took it for a short drive, performed fantastically, super happy. Long story short, car sold, £6,500 on the nose, the exact amount of money I wanted. So that goes to show, if you price something properly, you don't have to take a massive chip. With a sale price of £6,500, the 350Z shows me £1,765 of clear profit. So that's fantastic news. I haven't yet bought the replacement car for the Chop to the Top series. I have £6,500 to play with. Now, I am looking every day, but I want to throw this out to you guys because I know a lot of you keep your eye on the market just like I do. So, £6,500 to buy and turn around a car. What am I going to be looking at? Do you know of a car? If you know of something interesting that you think I can work on and make a profit, please let me know. If you put it in the comments, I'll respond to all of the ones that I can, and together we might find something really cool. For now guys, thank you ever so much for watching this update, and I will have another video with you as soon as possible. Cheers.